Hello everybody, welcome back to another video on the JayBee and Millie channel. I am JayBee and we're going for another channel update today, and I'm first off going to start by asking you a question. So of course we had a really successful December. I'm really proud of the interviews and the BAMs that we released that month. It was definitely one of those months that kind of started off as a little idea and then we decided to make it a whole event. So thank you so much for all the support on things like the double interviews. Of course that was that one that fell through that we had to replace at the last minute, but even still that interview is in the works still, so hopefully we can get that resolved. There were a few things that were a bit surprising. I want to call them upsets as far as they didn't really match up to the numbers that we were expecting, and some that really did exceed it. So for instance, I was expecting the Marty Grabstein and Paul Scheffler interview to be one of the most viewed interviews of that month, if not the most viewed, but it actually underperformed quite a bit, which wasn't the end of the world in terms of overall, because stuff like the Q&A and the reviews actually exceeded expectations to a ridiculous amount. But the fact that our Q&A, which was released the day after the interview, did a lot better, a lot quicker, and seemed to be a lot more positively received, was really humbling from our perspective, because it's like, so we organise one video that has a star-studded cast, it's a reunion, reuniting not only two legends in the world of courage and the voice acting industry, but also off the channel as well, and people would rather click on just us and our friends answering questions. I mean, that obviously wasn't expected, but it was very humbling at the same time. But that leads me to ask you what you want to see. Like, are those more personal Q&A type of videos more the things that you do tune into this channel to watch? Would you like to see more reviews? Or is it the interviews that maybe reach less of a wider audience, but the people here, it's that, you know, there's like your favourite thing, it just doesn't bring around new people? Because those are things that would be really important for us to know as we go into 2024, which so far we plan to be the year that we conclude things like BAM and the interviews and I guess our full time on YouTube, to be honest. So we would like to end it in the best way possible. So if you are watching this, please comment down below what content you would like to see, and even just December, because around December and November especially, we really didn't release a lot in the way of shorts and clips. So we do have a finite amount of videos that we released in December. So I know that this may be a bit of a struggle, but if you could rank all of the videos that we did release then in terms of most interested, least interested, or simply just top 3 favourites, then that will really help us make sure that we're producing the best we can going through 2024. Now, as far as the start of this year has gone, I think we have done a good job putting stuff out so far, but I will admit, you know, for people that watch stuff like the Q&A and have been keeping up with us on social media and whatnot, you may know that in the last 2-3 months I have I've done some seasonal work at a local toy shop here, which I absolutely loved. That was from the 6th of November to the 30th of December. And I don't know what it is. Obviously, I did love it there. In the Q&A, I mentioned that one co-worker really, really did save my life in terms of that first week getting used to things, and then was just an absolute angel with me throughout, and with everyone really, like genuinely such a positive person. And it was always going to be those contracted dates and stuff. You know, I wasn't fired or anything. It was literally just a case of seasonal work, completed contract. And obviously there was the co-worker, there was the work in general, which obviously if you're on the channel you will know that I absolutely love toys, but also the change in routine as well. That contract ending really did affect my mental health negatively. Like, to put it into context, take us back to that first ever Scooby-Doo video, or even just the first channel video in general. My mental health in that first week of January was the worst it has been since before this channel even existed. And I'm not going to go into too many details, but yeah, I was really, really struggling with that. Now, the last weekend happened. This is recorded on the 8th, which is when it's meant to go out for, so this is quite recent. I had a really lovely day, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and that has given me a whole new zest for things such as job hunting, content creation. So I am back on fire as far as the content goes. So I am willing to look into what I'm going to be doing. Hopefully reactions and more content. And even if there is some more work on the horizons, which there kind of has to be, I definitely do want to keep this going as strong as we can until it ends. I think it would be a shame to, not that we were doing less before in terms of quality, but I think in terms of diversifying the content we do and the things that we try and think of, it would be a shame to just coast through with one BAM a week and one interview a week until I believe July, which is when the interview series is meant to end. We would like to do more than that in our time that we have, and then hopefully end with no regrets and nothing but fond memories. So our plan now, these are the staple shows that we want to bring you guys. So Wednesday, of course, we want to do BAMs. We plan to do 50 BAMs in total, which for us is a full series. That should take us to April, if I'm getting that right. I believe right now we're on number 35, and there's one a week, so I can probably figure that out at some point. So BAMs every Wednesday without question. On Thursday, we would like to release the new series of the new Scooby-Doo interviews. So, of course, people watching this, if you've been around a while, you'll know that about 2 years ago now, we made it our mission to review every single Scooby-Doo DTV, and we did that with Smash, and we kind of made that a whole series on the channel, and I'm really proud of what we accomplished then. This isn't about undoing that stuff like maybe I kind of wish I could do with the first season of the interviews, but as we've gone on to do more interviews, we've learned more things and gotten into more different headspaces. We feel that our opinions on those movies may have changed, or maybe we just want to have fun and revisit some of those old favourites with friends. So that'll be released on Thursday. The last one we did was Gourmet Ghost. I wasn't really liking the new style of thumbnails. I did like that kind of studio setup before, but I think maybe these thumbnails will bring in more of a broader audience, and I think it'll just be good to get some new people here as well that maybe dislike something and pick us up a bit more. But I really do like that series, so that's going to be on Thursday. Now, Friday is a tricky one because that is when our interviews are announced and when the premiere goes live on the channel. So I'm not sure if I want to mess around with Friday too much. Maybe just a miscellaneous video. So because we're now getting like regular pay packets, maybe we can do an unboxing every Friday or something. I mean, it'd be cool if we could get like a new type of soda in, then we could literally have Funko Soda Friday. Maybe. I don't know, something along those lines. There definitely is something that I want on a Friday. I'm just not entirely sure yet. Then, of course, Saturday we've got the interview series. And I think I am going to keep Sundays free. Maybe not free of clips and shorts, but I think in terms of main videos, we will keep Sundays free for now. Unless we do something like Guess Who reviews, which is on the cards. We do want to do them, but maybe they would be a Monday, Tuesday thing. Although, if we started the week Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, that doesn't sound like a bad idea, although that is a lot of the same 3 nights in a row. Again, these are our intentions so far. We would like to get some feedback of the stuff that you guys do want to see. Vlogs, again, I'm not really sure what we're doing with those. We like doing the car boot sale vlogs, but apparently they're not starting until the end of April, in which case I guess we're going to have 2 months of those vlogs, which is cool. But yeah, overall, my aspirations for this year is to give you guys the best content possible, including interviews. The next one we've got going out has been in the works for such a long time now, and I'm really excited to announce it. BAMs, we're really starting to diversify our content with BAMs, doing stuff like the this or that game and doing more than just discussions, but actually interacting more with each other as opposed to just picking our brains about stuff. And I think I'm really looking forward to progressing with that. But in terms of personal life, I really do want to go back to the toy store. I want to find a way that I can go back there. So fingers crossed for that. That's also incredibly useful in terms of content because the hours were amazing to the point where that whole week, like there was the second week that I was working, so about the 12th of November onwards, where I worked 5 days that week, and we had 4 recordings scheduled that week. So literally 4 nights of that working week, we had interviews scheduled, and that was probably the best mental health that I have had in years. I can't explain it. Normally, I'm a type of person that thinks that being busy would be overwhelming or something, but honestly, that was the best mental state I've ever been in, probably in my life. So, doing stuff like that, I think, will give me a little bit more pep in my step. So yeah, that's our 2024. Please let us know what you think in the comment section down below. Again, we could plan to release any number of things, but if you guys don't like it, then it's pointless us doing it. I mean, we would do stuff for fun anyway. I mean, there are going to be the odd unboxing from different fandoms like Doctor Who, which I'm sure that our core audience isn't too interested in. It's just going to be passion projects. But on the whole, our goal is to make things that you guys will want to see and will be invested in. And that is the bottom line of things. So yeah, let us know what you want to see in the comment section down below. If you do want to see more, then please like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll see you next time.